Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Yeah. I hope you're enjoying my videos that I'm shooting every now and again. Um, Today I'm going to make this video short. Just like title, saying who speaks into your life. You know, in life we need to choose and select, who we can allow to speak into our life, because many times, people find themselves, allowing the wrong people to speak into their lives, the wrong people to guide them, the wrong people to, to determine their destiny, really. Like, we all have different paths in life, we all have different callings. I'm a Christian and I believe in callings, I believe in ministries, I believe in, purpose. The biggest discovery one can ever make for themselves in their life is to discover what your purpose is, what your ordained purpose is on this earth. Because for as long as you haven't discovered what your purpose is on earth, then you're going to keep going on and on and on, round and round in life, like a lost sheep. You'll keep doing things, but it won't take you anywhere. It won't take you to the place where you're destined to be. So we need to find our purpose in life, our ordained purpose in life. um I'm on my way to that. It's not like, as I know what my purpose is now, and I'm working on it right now. And you know I can surely see where my future is headed to, and I can only, trust and look up to God, really, to continue guiding me, because without Him, I wouldn't be where I am today, or I wouldn't have been able to do the things that I currently do. So yeah, I give all the glory to God, really, and I, for as long as He can continue to guide me, then I'm good to go. Um, with the videos that I've been shooting, they've been mainly like reactions and things to do with the political situation basically in my country. And yes, I've got some criticisms. I've got some people saying, saying negative things about it, like, why am I choosing that path, why am I deciding to go that way. But for sure, I know in life, I my purpose, or something that I know I need to do in life, is to be a voice to the voiceless, speak up for those who are oppressed, speak up for those who are being denied their rights, and is why I chose to go in the direction of, of human rights. And for me to be able to speak up on issues that are happening in my country, and to be able to show, I'm a citizen, I'm a citizen. I may not be living there right now, but I'm a citizen of Uganda. And it's my right to to know what my rights are. Anyway, it's my right to express myself, to express myself with regard to the things that are happening. It's my right as well to pick and choose which side I want to, I want to talk about, which side I want to criticize, which side I want to give credit. It's my right, just like everybody else. For those that think that because we, the few of us that are standing up, the few of us that are standing tall and speaking out, you know and they think that we are actually, putting our lives in danger and the lives of our loved ones in danger, because we are speaking up against the atrocities that the government of Uganda is doing, or the way it's treating people, the way the corruption that's taking place, and all the other negative things taking place. Then they think we are doing something wrong. No, for the fact that I know that, I want to go in the direction of human rights, and I know what this entails. And why would I say, I want to be, why would I say I'm a human rights activist, and then I'm just seated down and I'm not talking about issues that are going on. I'm not talking about, the abuse that's being carried on upon the citizens of my country. the abuse that's going on in the economy, in the system, in the parliament, in the legislature, in the judiciary, in everything, basically. Why would I just sit down as a human rights activist, excuse me, and just fold my arms, and look on, just like someone who doesn't care. I know I can speak up. I know, um, I'm able to speak up. I'm in a place where I can, express my views freely. Unlike many of my colleagues who are actually down in Uganda, and they are being, suppressed. They are being denied the opportunity to speak up. Because when you speak up, then you're bundled up and taken to detention. You're taken to, you're arrested by the police. Like, it's just wrong. It's just wrong. And we don't need to sit. The main issue is really, the very fact that all these intimidation tactics have been carried out every now and again. It's managed to put people in check. It's managed to they've succeeded, actually. The current government has succeeded in instilling fear into the people that are currently living in my country. It's instilling fear in everybody that people do not even want to speak up. People do not even when they see something wrong, they still do not want to talk about it. They just want to accept everything that's going on. You know, to an extent that even when the few people that are speaking up, their relatives, their friends, and whatever, are always telling them, oh, why don't you stop that? Why don't you do it? Why don't you do something else? Why you saying all these things? What if you get in trouble? What if you get your loved ones in trouble? What if you know for as long as, like I keep saying, we are all different in the world. There are people like myself who have got the resilience, who have got the heart, you know um the tenacity, who have got the heart, to stand up and fight for what is right. Whereas there are some people who, even when they see an innocent person being attacked on the street, or being attacked in their own home, inside their own home, when they have the means and the ability to rescue that person or to stop that situation, they will just walk away, or they'll turn away and just keep going. Why? Because they are they are scared of getting involved. They're scared of speaking up and saying, no, stop doing what you're doing, that is wrong. They're scared of calling people out and telling the truth, basically. Because the things that we are talking about, the things that we are saying in whatever vlogs or blogs that we are talking about, as human rights activists, as people who think we care about what's happening, the situations happening in our country. It's it's how do I say it? Like, it's what we've chosen to do. We know what we're doing. It's not like as if we've just woken up and we've said, oh, okay, let's give it a try now. Let's give it a go, and let's. For those that know me, those that have grown up seeing me, those that have gone to school with me, they will always tell you. Those that know me, forget about the others who think they know you, but they actually do not know you. But those that know me very well, I'm not the kind of person from a young age. I'm not the kind of person who will sit down and see something going wrong, or see something that I don't like, and I just sit down and and pretend like I haven't seen it. I always call people out on things they've done. It doesn't matter who you are. I've always called people out and again, on things that I think are wrong, things that they are doing wrong. So for me now, at this point, for people to come and start telling me, oh, maybe you shouldn't talk about, you shouldn't criticize, the people who are in government, in the talk shows that you're watching and having reactions to. Maybe you shouldn't say anything, because you're going to put your life or other people's lives in danger. Maybe you should. I chose the path of human rights activism, and this is nothing new to anybody that has been close to me. So for those who want to lie to themselves and think that because um, the government has managed to instill fear in many people, then that fear is in all of us. I'm not speaking up just because I'm far away. No. If I was in Uganda right now, I would still be doing the same. I would still speak up, you know. And the fact that they already knew that I want to take up, the direction of human rights activism. What does it entail? This is exactly what it entails. You need to call out the wrong things that are happening. You need to point out things that are happening that are, that are not, in favor of citizens. Things that are being done the wrong way. You need to stand up and speak about them. So, if you're a human rights activist and you're seeing people's rights are being abused, you're seeing corruption, you're seeing different kinds of things, atrocities happening in the country or in the community, then you're a useless human rights person, and you should never describe yourself as a human rights activist or a human rights person, because of what use are you then? Then you'd have to describe yourself as something else and not actually what you're trying to say you are. It reminds me of one of the human rights activists or lawyers, in Uganda as well, called Nicholas Opio. Very recently, he's launched an app that is he called it a human rights tracker, something like that, and this will, this is this app or this application is going to be used to capture all the abuse, by people that are carrying out atrocities on people, that are harassing people, that are beating people up for no reason. Basically, all human rights abuse is going to be captured on that system, and it will have the dates, it will have the clips, of whatever happened and the way it happened. It will have the faces of the people. It will have, you know, every kind of information that you can think of that will help bring those people who have abused others, to book. But so many people have come up against him, ganging up against him and saying, "Oh, you're doing the wrong thing. We don't think this system is going to work. Instead, it's going to bring about, disagreements and and many other problems in the community. We don't think this is the way forward in this country." And I don't know why people are always scared of change. Why are people scared of change? Especially people in Uganda. Why are people so scared of change in Uganda? I never understand it. That's the same reason as to why people are scared of of seeing somebody else come into the state house as a president. It's like, oh, this is the person we know. What if the other person comes? What if the other person comes and does something better than this person has been doing? What would you say? Oh, we think, he's still doing a good job. Let him continue. Those other people may come and they may spoil. Give people a chance. Give people a chance. Give people a chance. How would you know something works or it doesn't work unless you've tried it out? The whole fracas or whatever is happening in Uganda, with regard to the amendment of the article, 102B, for life presidency. It all comes down to fear, fear, nothing else but fear. How will you know, that this bill or this article is not going to work unless you give it a try? It's something that has never been tried. Leave it on there. Let's see a peaceful transition of one government to another government, and let's see how it works out. Other than wanting to hold on to the one person who has ruled for 31 years, and by 2021 it will be like 35 years, in one government. You came up, you selected a constitutional assembly, you had them sit down, they worked their butts off, they came up with the constitution, they decided to put that in the constitution, and said The age limit, for one to stand as president will be 35 years. And for one to run for presidency, 35, between 35 and 75 years. Not any less, not any more. This article has never been tried. It's never been tested. But before it's tried and tested, they're trying to take it away. Why don't you give it time? Why don't you wait? Let's see how it's going to work with it still in place and with it still intact. Let's see how it works. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a go and see how it works. If it doesn't work, then we can call upon a different group of people, sit together as a Constitutional Assembly, come up with an amendment or come up or review the whole Ugandan Constitution, and come up with new rules and regulations, come up with new constitutions, with new articles, But after we have tried and tested what is currently in the Constitution without tampering with anything, without trying to amend anything, without trying to get rid of anything before we have tried and tested it. Same goes for Nicholas's system, his application. Give the man a chance. Let's see how it's going to put the human rights abusers in check. Let's see how it's going to work out. But the issue of jumping in and saying it's going to cause more problems in the community, it's going to bring more divide within the community, because people are going to be named and shamed, people are going to be whatever. Let's give it a try. And I want that application, that system, to actually move forward and remain intact. Nicholas should not back down. Nicholas should not be intimidated. Nicholas should not be intimidated whatsoever. Stay put, stand tall, make that application move on. Make that system roll out and let it start its work. Because with all these things we've been seeing, look at how they handle members of parliament. Look at how they handle other people as well. If they can handle members of parliament like that and abuse them to that extent, then how about the ordinary person? How about the ordinary man? They think they're smarter. It's good that people like Nicholas are showing the system that, you know what, there are people who are smarter than you are. If you're thinking at 1, we are thinking at 10. If you think you're going to abuse people's human rights, and then have them shut up about it, and then, have them not report it, or have it not documented, and the people go scot-free every now and again, then you're wrong. This is the time for it to be captured. This is the time for it to be put in the books. This is the time for it to be captured and held in history. And for everyone who abuses others to be brought into the hands of the law and let them face it. Because enough is enough. The government of Uganda has given the police and the army and I don't know who else, a lot of power over the people, that they just handle people anyhow. They mishandle people in any way. They don't care whether. I've seen women dragged before with babies in their hands, and they don't care. They'll shove them under the police trucks, even with the babies. They don't care whether the baby's head is bumped, whether the baby has banged its head on the metallic whatever on the on the truck, or whether the woman has been hurt. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. For how long are we going to do that? For how long? Look at the people who were abused in Nalufenya. Look at the members of parliament who were squeezed and strangled and injected with all kinds of things, harassed, pulled, dragged, Look at how they drag the women, the female members of parliament. You know, it's wrong. It's wrong. It is wrong. People need to stand up. People need to stand tall. People need to come up and speak out. Speak out from wherever you are. It doesn't matter where you are, whether you're in Europe, whether you're in America, whether you're in Uganda itself, whether you're in South Africa, whether you're in Kenya, whether you're in Egypt, Dubai, or wherever you are. For as long as you have your country at heart, stand tall, stand up, speak up. Speak up. The more we keep quiet, the more we are going to be suppressed, the more we shall never get our country back. Many of us may be in diaspora, but it's not like as if, you know, it's the happiest life this way. These are two different cultures, two very distinct cultures. No matter how long you stay in these countries, you will never feel at home, never. So for how long are you going to want to stay away from home? They've always said there's no place like home. How long are you going to stay away from home? You know? The more we speak up, the more we get things in order. You know, the more we support those who are trying to make change in our countries, the better for us, the better for our children and our children's children. Because believe me or not, there's going to come a time when all of us will need to either go back and visit or go back and live there again. When things have changed in a different kind of environment, you know, for the better, honestly. But for as long as you keep quiet and keep running away and you think because you are safe in a different country, then you have no, you know, you're covered. And you don't give a damn about whatever happens to the rest of the people who are there. Look at the high unemployment of youths, you know, the corruption, the taxpayers' money that is being misused. I see people day in, day out with relatives, you know, dying of cancer. Why? Because we don't even have a proper cancer machine to treat people. I myself have many relatives who've died of cancer. Why? Because they couldn't get the good treatment. Lack of medicines in the hospitals, you know. The poverty, the level of poverty. The other day I saw a woman, you know, on the news in labor, and she went to one of the, I don't know, whatever they call them, the health centers in one of the villages. She was in pain in labor, you know. A nurse refused to work on her. Why? Because she had failed to pay 200,000 shillings. What is 200,000 shillings? That is even less than 50 pounds. Less than 50 pounds. But she can't afford it. And there she was going to lose her life and her child's life. The nurse had to be arrested. The journalists brought in, you know, came in and took clips of her and everything, and they had her arrested. And that is when the doctors came out and they said, okay, fine, we'll work on her. And she managed to pay 100 and something pounds, 123,000 Ugandan shillings, I think. And that's when they worked on her. And she gave birth to her beautiful little girl. For how long is this nonsense going to take place? Leave alone that incident. The Minister of Health herself went to one of the centers in Naguru, and she was being told to pay money before she can get treatment, before she can get a blood test, before. Is this the Uganda that you want to keep seeing? Why have we become so complacent? Why have we become so, so comfortable in the wrong situations, in the worst situations? Why have we become so comfortable? It's like as if people sit down and expect other people, you know, to be able to fight for them, to be able to bring changes for them, to do. And then if the people who want to speak up, who want to bring changes, who want to push and bring, to make the leaders accountable for the things that they're doing, make them accountable for why we don't have good hospitals, why we don't have medicine, why we don't have cancer machines, why we don't have good cancer treatments, why we have to pay in order to be, to be treated, why we have to pay in order to be tested for blood or anything, and the same people trying to speak up and make them accountable are the same people you are trying to criticize and you are trying to shut them up. Why? With that said, I want to take this opportunity to apologize to whoever is offended by my views, by my opinions, but they are my opinions and I think I'm entitled to them. Whoever thinks they don't like, the route that I'm taking, or they think they don't like what I'm saying, of which I know I'm saying the truth, just like many others are saying the same thing. Whoever thinks I'm, putting my life in danger or putting other people's life in danger, I'm sorry. If you think you know me, or if you think I'm putting your life in danger, distance yourself from me, cut yourself off from me, and just disassociate yourself with me. Because I'm not going to stop speaking. I'm not going to stop speaking up or standing up for what I know is right. I've taken the human rights direction and I'm not about to stop. I will speak for the ordinary Ugandan. I will speak and stand up tall with the rest of the people who are trying to speak up as well and push for changes, push for accountability of the current government. I'll continue to speak because I know I'm not offending anybody, because I know whatever I'm talking about is the truth. And if I'm watching my talk shows and I'm responding and reacting to them, I'm reacting just like any normal person would react. And I bet you 100%, the sample of people who are out there watching and criticizing as well, if you are watching those talk shows and if you are in your homes, you're making the same comments that I'm making, you're making the same reactions that I'm making. What is the difference? I'm making my reactions and my comments publicly. You're making yours in the hidden. So just like I respect you and I respect your decisions and your opinions, keep them to yourself, make them in the hidden. I will make mine in public. The biggest problem that we have in Africa is the fact that people expect everybody to conform to what the society thinks is right. Forgetting that we are all different in this world. What may work for you may not work for me. Or who you are may not be who I am, We all have different characters. And that is what brings the beauty to life. We are all different. We can never be the same. If we were all the same, then I bet you we would never have this world working out the way it's working out. That's the whole reason why we have different industries. Some people are lawyers, some people are accountants, some people are bankers, some people are doctors, some people are nurses, some people are, IT wizards, some people are teachers, others are mechanics, others are builders. So if we were all the same and we all had the same capacity and the same characteristics, then the world or life would be a very boring place. And it would never have worked out the way it's working out now. But why is it working out? Because we all complement each other. I may be outspoken, you may be an introvert, but we can work together and we'll be able to work something out, and produce something that's fabulous, So we need to learn to accept people the way they are. We need to learn to understand people. We need to learn to take people the way they are and give people the benefit of the doubt, Like Bishop T.D. Jakes always says, there comes a time in life where God is taking you to your destiny. And you need to choose. You either stay where you are or you allow him to take you there. But the one thing for sure that you need to know is the fact that you cannot go to your destiny with everybody. So you have to pick and choose. You either choose and stay where you are for the fear of losing some people along your way, or you accept and move on to your destiny and allow to lose some people along the way. It doesn't matter whether it's your family, it doesn't matter whether it's your friends, but you cannot go to your destiny with everybody. You can never. It's the hardest decision for one to ever make. It's the hardest decision for you to ever make. If you want to go to the place that God has ordained for you, you have to pick and choose. And I'm at that point in my life right now where I have to choose. Not everybody in my car or in my house or in my whatever can come with me to where I'm going. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm okay with that. And I'm ready to lose so many people. There may be few, there may be many, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm fine. And I'm ready to lose. Because I know not everyone is coming with me. So for those that will be able to come with me, hallelujah, we shall enjoy my destiny together. For those that are not meant to be in my destiny, too bad. I wish you all the best wherever you are, but I've got to go. I've got to go where I'm going, where I'm meant to be, I know I said this video was going to be short, but I just got carried away. But I needed to speak my mind. I needed to speak out, the way I felt. But at the end of the day, be careful who speaks in your life. Always remember that to get to your destiny, you are going to have to lose some people. You're going to have to make a choice to either stay stagnant, stay where you are for the fear of that, or pick up your bags and tell God, yes, I'm ready to go, and accept to lose some people, because not every one of them is meant to go with you to your destiny. And learn to live your life for yourself. Learn to live your life for yourself. Because we are all different. We are all called for different things in life. Every one of us has a specially ordained purpose in life, ordained by God. So one person's calling will not be your calling, and you need to accept that. And don't accept to conform to what the society wants to make you. Be yourself, be who you are, stand tall and proud of who you are. Because one of the biggest successes in life is to know who you are. For as long as you know who you are, nobody will ever intimidate you. Nobody will ever talk you down. Nobody will ever break your spirit, no matter what happens. No one will ever break your spirit. Things will happen. I'm not saying things will not happen in life to come and try and knock you down. Definitely things will come and try and knock you down in life. But you know what? You will always get up. You always get up and keep moving. You know why? Because you know who you are. You know what is within yourself. You know what you're about. So never accept anybody to try and tell you you're somebody else. Never accept anybody to try and tell you otherwise. Be yourself, stand tall, and be proud of who you are, and keep moving. Keep moving. And stand up always for what is right. I think I'll sign out for now. And hopefully I'll make another video as well, probably tonight or tomorrow. And yeah, thank you for watching. For those who are subscribing to me, thank you. If you haven't yet subscribed to me, please subscribe to me and like my videos as well. And yeah, interact with me basically, I just want to get to know so many people and try and interact with as many people that I can, and see where this all leads me to. And yeah, thank you, and hope you enjoy to watch this video, and hope you can learn one or two things from it. For God and my country, I'm out of here. Bye.